G'day guys, welcome to another London session market update video. Guys, let me know how you've gone throughout the week. I hope you've had a good one. Leave a comment in the comment section down below just to let me know how things have gone throughout the week. Had a good week. If you haven't, why? Maybe you may not have had a good week. And also don't forget to hit like button, that'd be much appreciated. So without further ado guys, I will be analysing GJ, Gold, DU, and I'll also take a look at NAS. Let's start with GJ. So but I will clear the drawings. You should start fresh each and every day. And what I can see is we're pretty much the same level we were at yesterday. But nonetheless, let's remove the drawings and start fresh. So looking at the weekly time frame to begin, we are forming a weak bullish candle to have a high or higher low, not higher high. We did reject the high of that previous weekly candle. However, we are now forming a weak bullish candle. Really not much we can make of that. We'll see what we've got once we go down to the daily. Well, daily structure is still bearish, like I mentioned all throughout the week. As long as we remain below closures below this high, last year's high, we will actually remain bearish in structure. What we're doing is consolidating at these highs. Again, previous daily candle, look at that. Quite indecisive, long wick in either direction, really making it difficult at the current level. This is going to be an awfully choppy range on the 4 hour once we go down the time frame. So we are actually bearish out of resistance on the daily. The previous daily candle closing back weak bearish, still had a higher low and lower high to the previous bearish candle. Very hard to know what to make of that. The 4 hour, there we go. Heavy consolidation on the 4 hour. In a very choppy area of price action, the structure still remains bullish, however. Obviously, that is the highest point the market got to. If I'm to the left of that and ask myself where was the last two more consecutive candle pullback in the opposite direction, we've got it just here. As long as we close above this level, which we have done so, even at this point here, we came close to closing below it, but we failed to do so. As long as we continue to close above it, we will remain bullish in structure. So I'm going to mark in the support, most recent support. I'm also going to mark in the most recent resistance. We can see we're just in a heavy over consolidation. The only good thing about this is we're at a 4 hour support. We are closer to the lows than we are obviously the highs. So if we were to look for buys, that is the level you optimally want to look for a buy from. However, once we go down to the M30 time frame, we can just adjust these zones slightly, guys. What we can see just here is we are smack bang in the middle of a range, guys. It is right in the middle. Structure itself is still technically bearish as well. We've got the daily as bearish, we've got the M30s bearish, we've got the 4 hour and the weekly as bullish. So it's a neutral bias, simple today on GJ. Let it decide. It's right in the middle. The daily has really very little volume. So what we're either going to do is come back down, create a lower low within the daily candle. Not interested in selling it below the current daily candle's low. What I want to see is price pull up, form a support within this 4 hour support, previous zone, start to form a bit of structure at these lows, and look for buys from the support. So I'm going to just put in buys above. Even if we pull back a bit further and we get a catalyst in price action to look for a buy back above, that would also suffice. Now, again, smack bang in the middle is what I'm trying to say. What I would like to see if we are to sell it is for price to pull back up, grab that liquidity, retest at 188 flat, reject, look for my signals in price action, and look for my sell to take it back down. Very simple on GJ today. Let it decide which way it wants to actually trend or make a move, and then look for either support, resistance to look for your potential entries. Aside from that, if we do begin to pop above the resistance at around that 188.05, then I would look for potential buys at that point, because we're likely going to start to be trending. We've also got some clean traffic to the left. So at that point there, we've also got the daily, would have still got the high low, wouldn't have broken the high, but would be approaching the high, breaking above the 4 hour resistance as well. So buys above that point there, as long as we get closures above, guys, 188.056 to be exact. And if you correlate 4 hour counter probabilities, creating high lows, high highs, that type of scenario, then it could be a good option to look for a buy on GJ. On to gold quickly. So gold, without removing the draw, I will start a fresh yet again, but what we can see is pop back above that level where I did mention yesterday. That's when I start to be interested in the buy options. Okay, so without further ado, let's look at gold. The weekly time frame, week bearish. Similar to GJ, we don't really have any counter probabilities. Such on a weekly though, we do have a lower high, not a lower low, but we are forming a weak bearish candle, still respecting its previous resistance to the left. Daily, Just a heavy area consolidation at the support right now as well. Not trending really on any of these pairs at the moment, guys. We are technically still bullish. Current daily has got a high low, high to the previous. I'm just going to mark in a current daily counter sign, see what we've got above that level. I'm also going to mark in a low, see what we've got below that level. So technically bullish. Previous daily did close back bullish, and current daily has a high low, high, which suggests potential movement to the upside. Now the 4-hour structure remains bullish as well. Previous candle did close bullish with a long wick to the upside. The current candle is about to close shortly. Not much volume within it. So once again, once we pop above what we can see in a 4-hour, below the previous 4-hour candle's low, the current daily candle's low, and above the current daily candle's high, it looks like there could be options for potential trades at those points. We are technically bullish in a 4-hour. We have bounced off of support over here to the left. See what we've got. Actually, I'll mark in some zones just quickly. Mark in highs, mark in support at the lows, and we'll mark in some more zones on the M30 shortly. All right. So those zones can remain, so as can this one. And we've got some more, and this is technically a 4-hour zone as well. Leave that in gray. This one, 30-minute zone. All right, so the M30 is, by the looks of it, still technically bearish. So we've got bearish M30, we've got bullish 4-hour, bullish daily, bullish weekly. So therefore, we do have the bias to the upside, guys. What I'd be looking at on gold today, what I've done within the current daily candle, and this, we get some sell options higher up. If we reject the current daily candle high, guys, which was at the open, grab some liquidity, reject the high, start to pop back below the support form 2021.30. Could give us potential sell options down to 2019, first of all. Not a great deal of margin, but if you do have enough to squeeze the 10 plus and it comes London Open, we'll approach below that support. Could be an early option at that point there, guys. Riskier though, obviously, because there's not much margin. Just see where we're at London Open. However, if we do pull up further, reject, pop above and reject as we've done so each time we've popped up to that 2024, 2025 level, unless you start closing back below it, that could provide some further sell options as well, guys, from below that zone. So I'm going to put in sells below. Now for buys, obviously we are technically, I did say bearish, but we are bullish within our bias. We do have daily counter probabilities on our side as well. So now if we pull back down yet again, making a clear move now, would be options to buy it from above 2021. As long as we get the right catalyst within price action, take it back up towards the current daily candle high. Further buy options above the current daily candle high. We have very clean traffic to the left. I'd be interested in buying it. And further sell options, guys, below the support at this point here. We've got a little bit more margin below 2019 for 30. That point, we're breaking the current daily candles low, which we should have no need to do so if we are to continue bullish. And we do have a higher low, higher high to that previous bullish candle. Come back down and break the current daily candles low. Pretty clean traffic to the left, will likely head back down towards 2017.50 and potentially 2014. That is gold, guys. Onto GU. We look at GU. Weekly is pretty much a doji indecision candle. I call weak bullish because it is actually a bullish candle right now. Daily structure is still technically bullish. Yeah, this is just really trash. This has been trash for a while. GU, I've said it nearly every recording, but it has been. Look at the 4 hours, not much better. Structure wise, it's technically bullish, but it's really not clean. Let's mark in that previous 4 candles low, so that's going to be a support in the M30. Could be potential options. And let's mark in the current candle side, which is about to close. We're going to mark in some zones of resistance and support, and we're going to go down to the M30 to come up with a plan. All right, so that is a bearish candle, so I'm just going to adjust that. That will have to do. The upside that can remain. All right, mark that in blue, M30. And also mark this level in blue in the M30. All right, guys, so I'll be looking at GU M30 first of all. Believe it or not, it's still technically bullish. As long as we remain above this level here. Alright, so seeing we're technically bullish. Previous daily closed bearish. Current daily has no volume. It's a tough one on GU. Buys above 1.27160. Clean trap to the left is with the structure, creating a high within a daily count after pulling back to form support. Perhaps some more liquidity. Wouldn't really be interested in trading this current range. I just don't feel there's any real opportunity unless what it does do is pop up, retest the current daily counts high, only to reject and start popping back below. Then you could just play the range and potentially sell if it's around London Open, that type of thing. Sell it back down from the highs. Further sell options potentially below current daily count is low. We are bouncing off it just now. So if we pull back up, create a lower high, pull back down, create a lower low again, come pre-London session, that could be options. It is very choppy though, G. Be careful. To me, this is just not tradable at the moment. It's not something that, you know, really tickles my fancy. When I look at it, I don't see much, to be honest. It's just not clean. The cleanest thing I do see is the buys above 1.27160. That's about it. That's the only thing that sort of entertains me as the potential option, if that's what I'm trying to say, I suppose, guys. Otherwise, I will not even bother with GU today. Just doesn't look great. NAS. All right, NAS. Haven't looked at it yet, so it looks like it's obviously made a bit of a pullback, hasn't it? The weekly is now forming weak bullish. Still bullish over high, low, high, high. Will we close back bearish? Needs to be seen. Let's see what the daily style is. Big gap to downside. A lot of gaps here. Daily is bullish, but we do have counter probabilities downside. Let's mark in the current daily count as low. See what we've got above it. Let's also mark in the current daily count as high and see what we've got above that level. So bullish daily, bullish weekly so far, bullish fire. So not much has changed in the higher time frames. Counter probabilities downside, approaching a support here to the left on the fire. We start to meet a bit of resistance from the downside, a bit of buy pressure potentially to push price back up. We'll wait and see. Marking the resistance, and we'll go down to the M30. The M30 is bearish, won't flip back bullish. I'd say, look, at this stage, I would say probably I'd use that gap, that swing, even though it's not two consecutive cam pullback, it resembles a swing. I'd say anything on a closure above 17,532 roughly, flip the structure bullish. However, what I'd be doing on NAS right now is I'd preferably want it to come down, to be honest, guys. Right, current daily count is low, tapping that 17,318. That point there, it's going to flip the weekly, current weekly back bullish, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just mark in that level. Back bearish, sorry. Yes, I would be flipping it bearish. Or would have flipped bearish. So I'd want it to come back down, retest that support at around that level, 17,320. Form a support, wait for a little bit of structure at these lows to buy it. That's how I'd be trading NAS as far as buys. I will not be all that entertaining much else, to be honest, because right now where it's at, it's just very choppy price action. So what I may possibly do is just wait for it to create a clean move. Clean move up, might reject at previous resistance, pull back down, create a high low, higher high, and that's when I probably look to start buying anything in between. As for the sells, if it just shoots up, then you're looking to the left now, self where we potentially pull back to the former resistance. I'll probably be marking this gap, to be honest, guys. Or I would say if it starts to close below it, if it pulls back up and close below it, I would prefer to look for the sell options. So sells below. And that is it, guys. Buys from the lows. That is probably it on NAS, and that is probably a wrap for the week, guys. Yep, that'll do. So once again, guys, let me know how you've gone this week. I hope it's been a good one. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will catch you guys probably Monday for the last video analysis sessions for a while, as I will be going away for at least a month. But you will see some content being released, and look out for some YouTube shorts and some IG reels, so make sure to be following me, and a lot of educational content to come, guys. So keep an eye out on all that, and thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Cheers, my friends. Bye for now.